Hello everybody and welcome to Party Line, an abandoned warehouse on the outskirts of the city. The incident, classified. The truth, buried. KGB Major Krasnov is sent to investigate and erase whatever remains inside. Our orders: leave no witnesses, eliminate anything or anyone deemed a threat to the state, investigate the cause of the anomaly. Committee for State Security of the USSR. Directive number 14/375. Classification top secret. To Major Krasnov. Directorate P. Subject: incident at storage facility number 32, outskirts of city name redacted. At 0140 hours, an anomalous event occurred within the premises of the above-mentioned facility. The precise cause and nature of the incident remains undetermined. Preliminary reports indicate possible compromise of state, property, and personnel. Property highest orders. Proceed immediately to the location. 2. Determine the cause and nature of the incident. 3. Neutralize and destroy any objects, equipment, or materials presenting potential threat to the state. 4. Implement Protocol Zero Witnesses in full. 5. Report directly to Directorate P upon completion. Signed, Lieutenant General Redacted, Deputy Chairman, KGB of the USSR. Sounds like this is going to be a rough one, guys.
This must be the place.
Oh. Yes, this must be the place. I'm assuming this is the place. I just don't know why I was staring at a barrel. So, assumedly I'm armed. This is a very small doorway. I feel like I would want to come prepared. The lights seem to be having a problem. I can't read that, so I don't know what that means. Hey, buddy. What's this all about? USSR propaganda posters? How you doing?
He's dead. Stabbed through the eye with a screwdriver. No signs of struggle.
This is a clue.
Either trusted the killer, or did it himself. Well, one less name on the list for me.
Wouldn't this raise a question? You know, who did it? Why'd the killer do this? Who's the killer? Duty Journal, Sector 943/A, date 1903-1975, on duty technician 2nd Class S. Yeremenko. I'm sure I butchered that. Shift night 2000 to 0800. Clearance IB 2230. Routine circuit check on sublevel ventilation node. No significant faults detected. Noted slight change in duct resonance. Pitch is higher than usual. That's a very specific thing to note for a technician. Yes, the walls, they sound different. Possible pressure variance logged for observation. Past 3 workers from sublevel 4 all reported headaches. One mentioned hearing a tone. Told them to report to infirmary. Lights flickering at the moment. Likely a coincidence. Attempted to phone the foreman's office. No response. Line active, but no pickup. We'll try again after next round. Order is the highest expression of loyalty. Lenin. Well, seems he was loyal to the last breath. Puts on sunglasses. Cue title card. This isn't the way I came in. Okay. I thought I got turned around. There's a lot of... Is that... I don't know if that's supposed to be a thing. I don't even know if that's... Yeah, that's picking up. There's like flashing on the ground. I don't know if that's a part of the anomaly or a graphical error. I guess it would be a cool thing if it was both, I guess. Found note 1703-1975, 0840, black Volga pulled up near the east loading dock, not scheduled. No markings, 2 men in suits got out. Not local, not factory security. Didn't speak to anyone, just walked straight in like they owned the place. Someone opened the restricted gate for them, didn't catch who. 09:15, unlisted delivery arrived. Crate roughly 2 meters by 1.2 meters. Heavy, no stencils. No inventory tag, no handling instructions, stamped archive, do not open, in red ink. 2 workers moved it to sublevel storage. Didn't recognize either of them. Definitely not from our shift. Tried to ask Foreman Stepanov about it. He said to mind my own. Didn't look me in the eye. 10 o'clock. Heard someone say phase 3 starts tomorrow. Didn't catch who. Probably nothing. Still logging this just in case. So there's a secret group of people that came in.
They told us not to look. But it's beautiful.
What's beautiful, buddy?
What are you doing, comrade?
What are you doing, crazy guy?
Watching it. It's watching back.
The lamp?
Not just a lamp. It's the last warm thing in this place. It remembers how to glow without being told.
Yeah, I
What
feel like
happened
interrogating him would be best.
He told us how to fix it. Then he laughed.
Who is he?
He was always here. Crystal 9 just made him visible.
Crystal 9? What are you talking about?
Signal became scripture. Scripture became mouth.
Where is everyone?
Downstairs. Where the...
Feel like I'm not getting very much information out of this guy.
Where no shadow dares to stretch.
Why didn't you report this?
He's too busy staring at a lamp.
Told me to lock the door. But the door was already inside.
Also, my head keeps drifting. It's slightly
A
annoying.
madman or another philosopher? Either way, useless for the society.
I guess terminate.
For the sake of the party, we must sacrifice.
Phew. Okay, I didn't know if I had to do it. Witness terminate. I mean, sadly, this is part of the job, buddy. Also, let's be honest, I don't think you were exactly in the greatest position. Yeah, wasn't there another door? Very small space. Excerpt, Crystal, funny enough, Crystal 9 technical addendum, document code K90K6? I don't know if that's supposed to be a 6 or something else. 1975, Priv Red, classification top secret, eyes only, location page 13 of 64, section 4.2.1, neurological response patterns. 4.2.1, test subjects deviation logs, aggregate summary. Over extended exposure cycles of about 180 minutes, or yeah, selected subjects began to exhibit non-standard cognitive behavior, including but not limited to auditory distortions, dissociative episodes, short-term memory looping, delusional ideation centered on redacted, increased emotional detachment, or inappropriate affect. In most cases, these effects subside within 48 to 72 hours following complete cessation of signal exposure. My head keeps drifting and it makes this harder to read. However, in test group K9B, children ages 8 through 13, symptoms manifested within 22 minutes and were irreversible. One subject continued to speak after clinical death. See Appendix F. Conclusion, signal pattern K9 is effective for its extended purpose of redacted. Definitely sounds like we're going to lead more into a super weapon of some sort. I feel like that's a very common thing, right? Secret government. agency finds super weapon creature, wishes to weaponize it. This leads nowhere. Oh. Basement key obtained. Very nice, very nice. Duty journal, sector 943A. Date 1903-1975, on duty technician, 2nd class S. That one guy I can't say. Yeryomenko. I think I'm pronouncing it right. I make no promises. Shift, night, 20... We already know this. 23:30, line to foreman's office, briefly came back. Blah, blah. Crackling static, but he picked up, said only, lock the basement, now. I asked why. He didn't answer. Just repeated it. Sounded wrong. Out of breath, like he was speaking through clenched teeth. Found the old basement key in the lockbox. It's rusted. Hadn't been touched in years. Door closed, locked. Left the key nearby in case of emergency. Still hearing that hum through the vents. It's lower now. More like breathing. Probably just tired. At a certain point, quantity becomes quality. Marks. That's not very true. Making a lot of something, if in a rush, generally doesn't equate to good product. I don't know where the basement is, but there's only so many doors. I'm bound to bump into it. Where haven't we been? I can't see over there. This is still a dead guy. Oh, yeah, it's probably this. Okay. It's very dark. Do I... Okay, thank you. That guy is not doing so hot. Though maybe he has it easy. Huh. So, this doesn't pique my interest in any way. I'm not questioning. God, I wish I could read this. I bet this has some really important context. I gotta get my flashlight to work again. Hey, buddy. How'd you end up doing that? Is it supposed to be him coming through the wall, or... I don't know which way to go. I don't want to initiate anything. Oh. Oh. My brain. There's a guy on the roof. Maybe I should have continued down that one path. Maybe this is the bad path. Excuse me. I think these are the same. Is there another door? There is another door. Anything in here? It's all just kind of loops around. It seems so. Let's read the paper before we answer a phone call. Top secret, eyes only. Politburo clearance required. I don't know what that means. Project Crystal 9, excerpt from report number blank. I'm assuming redacted. I don't know why that one's actually spaced out. Page 17. Specific Division 7, date 06/02/1975, signed Professor V.G. Baranov, Department Chief. Subject behavior continues to show accelerated deterioration, see Appendix D. However, beginning with exposure cycle number 11, we observed a far more concerning trend. Blah. The influence of Crystal 9 appears to extend beyond cognitive disruption, potentially affecting the structure of reality itself. In observation chamber number 3 at timestamp 043, or I guess 43 seconds? I don't know if that's supposed to be minutes. I'm assuming minutes. Instruments registered a spatial distortion in the wall geometry not corroborated by visual observers. Technician P.A. Sidrov later claimed the lamp was watching him, after which he was found in a state of deep catatonia. The footage shows the lamp remaining perfectly still. We cannot rule out the possibility that crystal induces localized violations of casualty. Temporal inversion, object duplication, and the appearance of previously non-existent matter have all been noted. Handwritten note in the corner of the document. Destroy all copies except one. Research is to continue. Dissemination of this information is treason, Brezev. Well, it sucks that I'm here. Ahoy hoy.
Humanity is a price of absolute loyalty.
You sound like my boss. Well, time to put up the funny phone.
I need to finish this and leave.
I seem very just non-concerned. The floating table and phone. It's not that big of a deal. I can't read any of this. Anything in here? Let's come back to that. There was a note. There's a lot of notes. Handwritten note, torn and greasy. To whoever's asking, no, I don't know how to bypass the lock. Some guys from Redacted came last week, all in suits and fake smiles, installed this biometric access system like we're guarding Lenin's body down here. Only works with color equal 780606? The foreman's hand. I think this is a code that was supposed to highlight the word, the foreman's hand, I think. I don't know why it's written that way. I'm assuming it's like a command to highlight the word. Not his key, not his face, just the hand. He wasn't exactly thrilled either, but you don't say no when they show up in the black Volga. P.S. If the thing starts humming, don't touch it. I like those rules. Let me just, touch it. Let's be honest, the first thing we're doing is we're gonna accidentally touch this thing. Hey, what are you doing?
What the fuck are you doing?
Don't you see I'm busy? Fuck off.
He does look very busy. Yeah, we're gonna terminate him.
Already lost. The party has no use for you.
I feel like that was probably just the logical decision in the first place. What does it look like he's trying to grab the brick? We have another guy on the wall. What about this? Paint? Another note. Excerpt from Crystal 9, Technical Briefing, Section 4.2, Operational Principle. Crystal 9 projects a composite signal in the 2.3 to 3.1 gigahertz bands, embedding with low-frequency interference patterns derived from proprietary phase modulus algorithms. The carrier interacts not only with neural activity, with surrounding spatial harmonics inducing localized perceptual instability. Safety advisory. Maintain a minimum of 50-meter clearance from active emitters. Exposure beyond 120 seconds in unshielded environments has resulted in irreversible cognitive collapse and unified structural shifts in test areas. Sounds great. I'm glad to be here with unprotected hearing. Someone there? Please, I'm stuck. Help me.
Someone there?
Oh. Thank you for...
Please.
Go on.
I'm stuck. Help me.
So you just... Okay, so yeah, they just melded into the wall.
What in
I
the
need your
name of
hand.
Lenin happened to you, comrade?
I panicked. When the alarm started, I thought it was just another drill. Then the signal hit. People were screaming. Some collapsed. Some started laughing.
And you ran.
And you
I wanted to wait it
melded with
out.
the wall.
I locked myself in the boiler room, figured I'd report when it was safe. Then something overloaded. Bright flash. Pressure spike. I lost consciousness.
And when you woke up,
I couldn't move. My body was part of the pipe now.
It happens to us all. Attempt saving. How the heck would I do
you're
that?
the foreman. You had to know what was going on here.
I knew enough to keep my mouth shut.
We will interrogate him.
Then speak now.
It wasn't just a warehouse. They said it was a test site. Signal experiments. Or something to scramble thinking to soften the enemy before the first shot.
Psychotronics? Why did they use it here? Who ordered this?
It was a mistake. As far as I understand.
Mistake? And you didn't ask questions.
You think people like me get answers?
Yeah, that's a weird question for me to ask, as I'm going to
I'm
confiscate
sorry,
your
comrade,
hand.
but I need your hand.
Well, couldn't I just shoot him first? I have to eliminate everyone anyway.
Why does this happen to me?
I cut through it very quick, though. Okay, now terminate.
You were a good builder
Why
of
did-
communism.
Why did I do it this way? Why did I shoot him first? I felt like chopping your arm off and then shooting you. I don't know why. I could have done it the other way around. Yeah, that just seems a needlessly cruel act, I guess. I guess they are trying to say that I'm the impassionate, possibly even psychotic, you know, G-Man situation.
Access granted.
Thanks, Half-Life door. What am I gonna do when I find this thing? It's...
Fucking party issued garbage.
Why don't they give me a better one? My flashlight broke. Aw, man. I really wish it had physics. That would have been perfect. It's an interesting shot. Just a bunch of floating limbs. That one looks a bit goofy. Just this stiff pair of legs. Let me just keep going. They all really melded into the walls.
So this is where all the party's money went.
Into
Not
this
bad.
box. This wasn't the plan. Date 1903-1975. On-duty senior researcher V. Soloma. Clearance top. Phase 3 is a complete disaster. We were supposed to test this on the Americans, so why the fuck did we fire the signal at ourselves? Ah, that's a good question. What's the point of that shiny capitalist computing machine if it's run by idiots? The higher-ups have already evacuated. A few more hours, and I don't even want to imagine what will happen to these people. Let's read the note first. Enthusiastic note about the mainframe. Day 1 with the KR-17 mainframe, astonishing speed. It compiles in seconds what our old unit needed an hour for. The new vector instruction set make complex signal modulation almost trivial. Even the magnetic tape units feel faster. Only drawback, the coolant consumption is absurd. Feels like we're running a steel mill just to keep it from boiling over. So, it's just a computer? That's it?
This machine seems to be in control.
Destroy machine, right? Isn't that the whole point? If I shoot the machine, I have to do my job. Was that not it? Committee for State Security under the Council Minister operating under the guise of a warehouse. The site was in fact a secret laboratory. Developing a psychotronic weapon codenamed Crystal 9. During a live test, the signal was transmitted onto its own personnel, causing mass casualties and the complete collapse of the project. Senior leadership evacuated prior to the incident. Comrade Krasnov demonstrated exceptional discipline and loyalty to the party. The mission was executed in full. Recommended for promotion. Approved by the head of the Directorate of Special Operations, KGB of the USSR, Lieutenant General V.I. Orlov. Seal, thank you for playing. Party line. Yeah, that was a very fun game. A very fun concept. Obviously, there seems to be kind of like another ending of sorts, but with the game mostly being a lot of document reading and things like that, I imagine the other ending is just I die. I mean, let's be honest. If I'm saving the machine, it's probably going to fire off again. If I didn't kill anybody, they would probably kill me, especially the guy who was cannibalizing other people. But of course, there'll be a link down in the description below where you can play this game for yourself and kind of check out some of the other types of ways that you can beat this game. This was made by Not So Special Games, which made Testimonium, I believe is the name of the game. I think I accidentally called it Testimonial before, but it's Testimonium. Yeah, this one wasn't nearly as stylized, but it was still equally well made. I think the only real issue I have is that 90% of it was document reading. It didn't really feel like there was a lot going for it in terms of building up scares or you know, tension, I guess. It still had a bit of a tense atmosphere, but you only really saw the one creepy guy on the ceiling, and then that was kind of it. Like, that's really the only memorable scene aside from the ending with the bodies all melded into the walls and floating. Yeah, it felt very short, which I guess, you know, obviously this is a very short game. You know, maybe that's all they wanted to do was just kind of test some things, maybe some new engine, things like that, because it does look very different from Testimonium. So this could have just been a big playtest, which is all well and good. Overall, though, I still heavily enjoyed it. I look forward to more Not So Special games, and hopefully you guys do as well. If you want to support this channel, though, of course, you can subscribe. It'll keep you notified on when there's more indie horror games or lore videos that come out. But of course, you can always just like the video or leave a comment letting me know what you think about the game down below or some things that you'd like to see in the future. But hopefully, I see you all in the next video. See you then.